The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Chiki Verhel. The St. Luke's Medical Center has declined to admit Vice President Sara Duterte's Chief of Staff, Attorney Zulaika Lopez, and Duterte said the hospital insisted that her Chief of Staff did not show any signs of medical complications. To discuss this development, we have with us mobile journalist Amy Atienza. Amy, what was their reaction when they were declined to be admitted into St. Luke's?
Chiki, yes, we have seen the transfer of Attorney Lopez and Vice President Sara Duterte in different hospitals here in Quezon City. And according to initial reports, of course, it was stated that Vice President Sara Duterte was actually appalled by the decision that Attorney Lopez was transferred to the Veterans Memorial Medical Center. But then again, after an hour and 30 minutes, they were successful enough to be able to transfer to St. Luke's Medical Center in Quezon City.
Attorney Lopez was previously admitted at Veterans Memorial Medical Center. What did the doctors there say about her health?
Actually, Chiki, we have no actual files for that, but the doctors of the St. Luke's rather said that Attorney Lopez was in stable condition coming to the checkup during the time of her admission in St. Luke's Medical Center. So they said that she was stable enough, she was physically healthy, but then, on the contrary, Attorney Lopez still said that she was experiencing back pain and a bit of anxiety attack during the time.
Yes, I have a two-pronged question. Where are VP Sara Duterte and Attorney Zulaika Lopez now? So their location. And is Attorney Lopez admitted now or scheduled to be admitted at Veterans Memorial Medical Center?
Ms. Chiki, their second time in Veterans Memorial Medical Center, Vice President Sara Duterte ensured that Attorney Lopez would actually be admitted in the hospital. So Vice President Sara Duterte already made the amendments and also some of the requirements needed for her to be admitted. So as of now, she's indefinitely staying at the Veterans Memorial Medical Center. So as of the moment, they are still at the room where Sara Duterte actually appointed Attorney Lopez. And as far as I know, Senator Bato de la Rosa is still there accompanying them at this very moment. Chiki?
Yeah, we'd just like to know, what's the security situation in Veterans Memorial Medical Center?
Yes, I can say it's very secure since Attorney Lopez is also claiming that she doesn't really feel that secure, that she was scared of a lot of people. So the Philippine National Police is always ready. And of course, some of the staff of the Office of the Vice President is also in close contact with everyone who wanted to visit. So they're not allowing members of the press and even visitors as of the moment because they really want it to be a private matter for Vice President and Attorney Lopez.
Thank you for all the updates, mobile journalist Amy Atienza. Vice President Sara Duterte has volunteered to be the legal counsel of her Chief of Staff, Attorney Zulaika Lopez. This following an order from the House of Representatives to detain Lopez in the Women's Correctional Facility in Mandaluyong. To give us the latest on this, we have with us tonight mobile journalist Ivan Tarinque. Ivan, let's bring our audience back to speed. Why did the House of Representatives order the detainment of Duterte's Chief of Staff, Lopez? Just very quickly.
Chiki, OVP Chief of Staff Attorney Lopez was cited in contempt for undue interference in the panel's investigation into the confidential fund of the Office of the Vice President. ACT teacher Representative Franz Castro filed a motion following a letter sent by the OVP to the Commission on Audit instructing them not to comply with the House panel subpoena for the audit reports of the OVP and the confidential funds of Department of Education. Attorney Lopez was supposed to remain detained in the detention facility of the House of Representatives until Monday. However, plans have changed and Lopez was supposed to be transferred to yesterday night into the Women's Correctional Facility in Mandaluyong. Chiki?
Yes, Ivan, we know that Vice President Sara Duterte actually presented herself as lawyer to Attorney Lopez. How exactly did she do this?
Chiki, according to Lopez, 9 personnel showed up at her detention cell late last night to serve the order. However, she said that she refused to follow, stating that she has rights as a detainee and is not unaccused. The second time the order was supposed to be served, VP Sara appeared at Attorney Lopez's site and at the site then she said and stated that she is her lawyer at that time. That Attorney Lopez started to feel ill, and that was the time that she was brought to the hospital accompanied by VP Sara Duterte early this morning. Chiki.
Was there any reaction from the Congress regarding this development?
Chiki, as of this moment, the Congress has yet to release a statement, but in a press briefing earlier today, House Sergeant at Arms Napoleon Taas stated that VP Sara violated the detention facility visiting hours, which are strictly limited to 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. He added that the lawful execution of the rules was impeded by Vice President Sara, showing disregard for institutional authority and due process. However, there are other lawmakers also commented on the action of Vice President Sara Duterte. Chiki?
Yes, speaking of Congress, did any of the congressmen react to VP Sara's threat against President Bongbong Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez?
Chiki, lawmakers from the House of Representatives criticized Vice President Sara Duterte for her reckless and dangerous remarks suggesting the assassination of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, and Speaker Martin Romualdez if she were killed. House Deputy Majority Leader Paolo Ortega condemned Duterte's statement as deeply concerning, calling it a threat to national unity and questioning her mental state. Ortega urged Duterte to reflect on her words and consider stepping back if her action continued to harm the country. Other lawmakers, including Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonso Adyong, also labeled Duterte's rhetoric as destabilizing, warning it fosters fear, division, and insecurity within the government, undermining democratic principles. Some lawmakers linked Duterte's controversial remarks to allegations of her misuse of 620.5 million in confidential funds. Zambales 1st District Representative Jefferson Colquhoun described her statement as deliberate, diversionary tactics to distract from accusations, while Tingong Party Representative June Asidre criticized her toxic behavior as unbecoming of her office. Taguig City 2nd District Representative Pami Zamora urged Duterte to address the allegation directly and suggested she appeared before the House Blue Ribbon Committee. Lawmakers emphasized that threats and distractions have no place in governance and called on Duterte to clarify her intention and focus on accountability. Chiki?
We will most definitely be waiting for updates on this story. Thank you for your time and have a good evening. Mobile journalist Ivan Tarinque. The Integrated Bar of the Philippines believes Vice President Sara Duterte's actions in Congress constitute a breach of security. According to former IBP President Attorney Domingo Cayosa, the Vice President's stay in Batasang Pambansa was done without appropriate knowledge of the persons in authority. Cayosa also believes Malacanang has enough basis in tagging Vice President Sara Duterte's recent statement against President Bongbong Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez as an active threat.
Presidential Security Command and all the law enforcement agencies have in their own operational manuals elements or provisions when there are threats against very important officials of our government. These are all responsibilities of security agencies to protect.
Meanwhile, a statement from the Presidential Security Command confirmed receiving orders from Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin to heighten and strengthen security protocols. They said they have also closely coordinated with law enforcement agencies to detect, deter, and defend against any and all threats to the President and the First Family, regardless of the origin and especially if made brazenly in public. Now, if lawmakers decide to lodge an impeachment complaint against the Vice President over her latest actions and remarks, former IBP President Attorney Domingo Cayosa believes they have enough basis to do so.
You can safely presume from a very high-ranking government officials that she thought about these matters quite way ahead of time. it depends on the House of Representatives or Congress to decide whether or not they will file an impeachment charge against her.
Whether these will lead to VP Sara finally facing her office's budget hearing starting Monday, well, we will have to watch out for that. And that's our top story for today. I'm Chiki Verhel. We are One News. Have a good night.